Hey guys, welcome back to the next video. If you're new to the channel, welcome. This is Richard from WELSHYTECH, and today we have another product from Thermalright. This is the Aqua Elite 360 version 6. This is a £50 360mm AIO. Is it any good? Let's find out, shall we? Okay, so let's open it up, is it? Right. User manual here. We've got this end, we've got the foam. Now we do get the brackets as well as the fan connectors. This will just be an extension for the fans. Comes with all the brackets you need, thermal paste and so forth. Nothing else in the accessories. First of all, I do like the design. The white is rather nice. I will say for Thermalright, some of the white products are very, very nice, especially when it comes to the colour, which is hard with white. So get this out and we'll have a look. Okay, so let's have a look at this. Now, I like the overall design. This will just shine through. It looks really, really nice. I did do the original Aqua Elite. I mean, back, it's got to be at least 2.5 years, 3 years, something like that. It's a long time ago, and I still get comments on it. How is it? And so forth. Now, this is the updated version, of course. Now, these are all standard ARGB, standard 4-pin, which is fantastic. I understand for cable management reasons, people probably won't like it, but I would prefer you guys to have standard connectors and not have proprietary cables. So, yeah, I mean, it's really, really nice. I like the white. They do very nice white products. Now, as for the actual specs of this, first of all, we start with the water block. This water block is 69.2mm by 69.2mm, nice, by 49.8mm. The pump does run at 2800 RPM, and of course it is a RGB 5V. Now, the radiator is a 397mm by 120 by 27, so standard 360. The compatibility is AM4, AM5. It's LJ1851, 1700, 1150, as well as 1200. And then when it comes to the fans, these are the Thermalright TLN12W R5-S. These are 120 by 120 by 25. They are rated at 2000 RPM. Airflow is 62.32 CFM. They start pressure at 2.54mm Hg over. The noise decibel rating, they say, is 28.8 decibels with a connector, a 4-pin with an SFDB bearing, and it's a 5V ARGB. So let's get this on the test bench and see how good it is for £56, shall we? Okay, so what we'll start off first of all is with the standoffs. Now, you get 4 standoffs, and they do have the AMD or AM4 logo on them. So you want the logo facing upwards, you just place them down, and then that's it for the standoff. Then you get the brackets, which are AM4, and then obviously you get the screws. Now, the way you actually, a little bit of a tip, the way I do it is like this. Put the screws in, they only go this way, so they put them like this. Now, little tip, screw it in a little, and then it's seated. Do the exact same thing on the opposite side, which is very easy, just like this. Get it catching, you'll feel it when it starts catching the thread. Then just screw them down. Okay, so they're screwed down. You just screw them down until they stop. They will just stop. Don't try and over tighten, because that's where damage can occur. Now let's get the thermal paste, and then I'll show you how to mount the actual cooler. Okay, so that's the thermal paste done. Now what I want you to do is, where this is, grab it this side, right, like that. Now, obviously you're going to have to make sure the cable's up the way. So what I want you to do is place one side, like this, like that. Now, what I want you to do is hold it down, do one side first, so it catches. Keep your hand there, otherwise it's going to pop or slide. As you can see, it's already trying to do. Now this one, you're going to have to put a little bit of force on. Once it catches though, it won't move. See? Then you just screw it down until it's all the way bottomed out. Okay, so that's done. Now, when it comes to the ARGB as well as the PWM connector, I'm going to show you what the headers look like. I have done this in many videos, but obviously I'm going to show you anyway. Okay, so we'll start off with the ARGB header, because that's probably the main one you want to know about. Now, as you can see, it's only keyed one way, as you can see, but that. So it will line up with the holes there. And all you do then is just put it down. Now be careful, because these little pins are very fragile. And that's it for ARGB. Now, this is for the pump header, which is a 4-pin PWM. Now, this will go for the CPU fans as well, because generally with a motherboard, the CPU header and the AIO header or pump header are usually around the same area. Some motherboard layouts are different. This one in particular from Sapphire, they've got them like that on the side. So what I want to do is take the connector like this, because it is only keyed one way, is put it down, and then once it's installed like that, that is the AIO or the pump header for your motherboard. Now the CPU header will be the exact same process, which depends. It will have a little label underneath it that'll say CPU fan header, fan, which means CPU fan header. As for the installation, that's it. This is the Aqua Elite version 6 at 50%. Fans at 50% are very, very quiet. Same thing, but 100% fan speed. Yeah, so 100%, they are definitely a lot louder. Okay, so when it comes to the overall test systems, my AM5 platform, so Ryzen 9 7900, it's got 32 gigs of DDR5. It's a Sapphire B850 motherboard. It's got an RX 7800 XT. It's also got a 1000 watt cooling power supply, and it's housed in the Shadowbase 800 FX from Be Quiet. Now, when it comes to the testing, I've done two different types of tests. The exact same test method I do every single time for an AIO or CPU cooler. 50, 100% fan speed. First of all, we'll start with 50. Now, when it comes to the CPU power draw, the higher for the CPU power draw was 184 watts with a low at 174. The CPU clocks were high at 5.4 and low at 5.1. Now, when it comes to the overall thermals, the Cinebench R23 these will run for 20 minutes, normalized test for 20 minutes. The idles are 30 with a max of 80. Blender Pavilion, idles 30 with a max of 78, and 3D Blender Classroom, idles 30 with a max of 78, and 3D Mark CPU Test, idles 30 with a max of 66 Celsius. Now, the 100% fan speed, the power draw at high for the CPU was 185 watts with a low at 179 watts. The CPU clocks are exactly the same, high 5.4, low at 5.1. Now, for the Cinebench R23 run, the idles 1 degree different, but that could be a margin of error, at 31 Celsius, and the max then was at 78. The Blender Pavilion was idle at 31 with a max of 76. Blender Classroom, idles 31 with a max of 75, and 3D Mark CPU Test, the idles are 31 with a max of 63 Celsius. Now, what I'm going to do here is put up a graph showing you how this performs against any other AIO. At this moment, this is the best performing AIO so far. Whether you guys want to buy it, but I think for £50, this is probably the best bang for your buck AIO. I'm just going to show you in this benchmark. Now, it will show you up against others from like DeepCool. Be Quiet. I'll put in some other Thermalright products as well as some other AIOs, maybe 5 to 6 max AIOs, so you guys can get a rough idea of how good this performs against other AIOs on the market. Okay then, so what did you think of that? Now, I haven't got no nitpicks about this product because of the overall price. At the moment, it's £49, like 80 odd pence. I will make sure to put a picture by here just to show you. This, so far, is the best performing AIO out of all the AIOs that I have done this year. This is an absolute bang for your buck. This is a bargain at this current price at £49. Below £50, this is an absolute bargain, and if you guys want to buy one, I will be leaving a link down below for the white and the black, so you guys can try and get one in before Christmas. I reviewed the original Aqua Elite. This was 2 years ago, and that video done fantastically, and that was still a great product then. This one is even better. It's much better priced, and I really think you guys would be happy with the overall price to performance. Now, whether you agree with me or not, that's going to be up to you. I'll leave that to you. But what I will say is a big thank the Thermalright. I do have the Stream Vision 360 here. I do have a gaming laptop from HP. I do have a gaming monitor here. I also do have a 7500 X3D CPU here from AMD to actually review as well. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Now, when it comes to videos, you will see one on the 27th. That will be the gaming monitor. And then after that, then I'm taking a break until after the New Year's. So, from Richard from WELSHYTECH, I hope you guys have a fantastic Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And as always, don't forget to subscribe. This is Richard from WELSHYTECH. I hope you guys have a fantastic Christmas and New Year. Goodbye.